We've come to the part of the showcase
we are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, are you nervous about this? She said, yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history.
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you could feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mela is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer. How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch have climbed the ladder and retrieved the briefcase, become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase. Ooh, what a forearm club.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. And goes back into the ring here.
Oh, ouch.
Calculating the next move here. Powerful contact by Tamina.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Well, Carmella is certainly being tested now.
Becky giving her all and managing to land a nice blow there.
Looking stunned here, guys. And she finds an answer to Charlotte. And an answer from her. Hooked up. This beating is taking its toll on her.
And Carmella proving to have a pretty solid game plan here.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Tamina landing heavy weapons on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
Oh my gosh, what impact!
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched. And the boat struggling a bit to stay afloat there.
Taken head over heels.
3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a 3rd-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
You have to imagine the disdain it takes to repeatedly stop someone like that.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Trying to reach it. Trying to win.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
Oh, pretty drop kick. Across the top rope with a neck breaker.
She's starting to wear down here.
Yeah, the effects of this ladder match are not going to go away anytime soon.
Wheelbarrow face buster.
Man.
Oh, man, she finds a hard landing on the outside.
Crashing down like that, having the wind knocked out of you, never a good time for that to happen. A heavy double axe handle.
Uh-oh. Samoa drop. And Charlotte was put in check there.
If this keeps up, climbing that ladder is going to be very difficult.
She's been slowed down yet again.
And all of this pain and discomfort will make ascending the ladder very challenging. Got out of the way.
Big boot. Ooh, hard into the turnbuckle. Down to the mat.
All measured up. Drop kick to the back.
Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Running power slam.
A little insult to your injury.
Boom! Clothesline to the back of the neck.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied. It's got to be a matter of seconds. And she's trying to ask for mercy, but not even tapping out can help her.
Getting that ladder in position.
Right in the middle of the ring.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
Needs to move quick here.
This might be her chance.
Is this the one time? Is this the career-making moment?
Reaching for the prize.
I assure you, this is even harder than it looks.
Trying not to fumble around too much here.
She's choosing to leave the ring now. Back into the ring here. Fends it off. Good counter.
Big clothesline. Driving her opponent down.
Discus clothesline.
The boat, Natalya. Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
And the action is getting a little too close for comfort here.
Winch. Suplex roll through into the armbar submission. Disarmer is cinched.
Such a punishing submission hold.
That's one way out of the disarmer.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
She goes back into the ring.
And Carmella with a takedown, looking for locked in.
They're not going to settle for this. She's doing whatever she can to escape, and she does. Oof. Flair delivering the chop.
Natural selection by Charlotte.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
She's leaning the ladder in the corner. I've never seen anything good come out of this. Now she's adjusting the ladder in the ring.
Yeah, but what is she planning to do with it? Oh! From behind. Back suplex.
And her torso really looks to be the big target here.
Oh, the steel ladder being used as a weapon. She's getting that ladder exactly where she wants it.
A crucial step.
Oh, man, right into the steel steps. Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch.
Back suplex. Very nice.
Release
chair. Oh, man.
Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible.
Oh, Mela counters.
That'll fillet your chest. This arena has come unglued. You can feel the foundation shifting with every turn in the match.
Ladder's dead center and ready to go, guys.
Looking to embarrass her opponent.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Taking things back into the ring. Oh, God. Planted with a wicked DDT. Great counter. And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Soaring.
From the top. Diving hammer strike. She's scaling to the turnbuckle again.
From the heavens, splash from the top.
Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing a ladder after that. Ladder's in position. Gonna make the climb.
She's in place. Can she end this here?
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge. Kick to the gut. Oh, brutal forearm.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Full focus on obtaining the prize.
Seems to be struggling a bit up there.
Yeah, sweaty palms making this difficult.
So close. Has to go faster.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
This is how you target a body part.
Yeah, just hammering away at the torso and ribs. You can't deny that it's working.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
You can feel it. The place is rocking.
The WWE Universe making their feet.
From the heavens, a big body splash from the top.
Tamina wipes out an opponent, but can she seize the opportunity and grab the briefcase? Clothesline! And she's taking another shot above the shoulders.
Looking to go up high.
From the heavens, big time splash. Natalia's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder.
And Carmella is clearly looking for a fight here.
From the heavens,
And now Tamina.
that's how you take the competition out of the equation.
And this might be just the right time to climb the ladder of success. Ooh, cat kick on the mark.
And she's positioning the ladder perfectly in the center of the ring there.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
Now Tamina sitting ringside.
Now heading outside.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win?
This could end badly.
I sure hope so.
She turns that attack away.
The Van Goat of WWE daring her opponent to rise to her level.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring. Here we go. Ladder set up in the middle of the ring.
Perfectly positioned.
Gets clobber with the axe handle. Yikes, that'll either wake you up or knock you out.
Lift it up. What's next? Oh, shoulder breaker.
That is gonna hurt.
Oh, she was ready with the counter.
Oh, man.
Ouch. Tamina heading out.
From the top.
The prize is inside. But is it in reach?
Maybe this isn't a good position to go for.
That certainly seems to be having trouble up there.
Looking for the victory here, guys. Trying to grab it.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Charlotte with a limited win.
the contract. The Queen is Miss Money in the Bank.
Your winner of the Money.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an taking flight.
Meanwhile, Lynch has some effective offense with that one.
Trying to do as much damage as humanly possible.
But at what cost?
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Only the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars has successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but will increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now.
Big boot. Vicious.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
The electric chair down for the drop. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs.
She's really starting to feel the effects of this match. Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream. Oh boy.
German suplex. 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a 3rd-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
And Becky's confidence looked rocked after that.
Yeah, as Charlotte was clearly asserting her dominance.
Trapped in a tough situation, trying to find her way out. And she does.
Boom! And a big boot. Counter from Tamina. Powerful contact by Tamina. Bam! She flipped that attack around.
In the corner now. She doesn't want to stay there.
What a way to get out of that one.
And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather.
Bang! Vicious boot.
Up and... What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable.
Blast off!
And now here's Tamina.
I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
And she re-enters the ring.
Oh, God.
And now headed to the outside.
Oof.
history. All of the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Under the ropes and back into the ring. Face buster. No telling what's underneath the ring tonight. Remember, the first woman to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase will become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. No countouts, no disqualifications in this match.
Everybody is coming in with a different strategy, but remaining close is the key. Luck is going to play a part, but you'll increase your odds if you stay close to a ladder and close to the briefcase.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before, it could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
Multiple knee strikes.
Just going, oh, look at her. Oh, this is going to be nasty. Guys, this is going to be nasty. And she's returning fire.
Things taking a dangerous turn here.
Suplex on the outside. She's starting to feel the effects of that offense. A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Big-time clothesline. Good grief.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream.
The powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Taking a little tour of ringside, and I guess we're one of the pit stops. This is a situation you want to avoid.
I felt the vibration of that move from all the way over here.
Oh, and that attack might have clouded Becky's vision.
Natty putting some old school know-how behind that. Oh my God.
Three second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Setting up the ladder, center of the ring.
Definitely the spot you want to put it.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Look on the hook.
It's just a matter of time now.
No room for error on top of the ladder.
Countered by Charlotte. Shot block. Brilliant. Right to the single knee. You have to admit, that was a smart bit of offense, cutting their opponent down to size like that.
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Oh my God, right over the top and hit hard.
Well, that's one way to seize control of a match. Change the location to the ringside area.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
Slow and steady won't win the race in this situation.
Becky with history in her hands.
St. Louis behind Becky now. She's ready to take this match to the outside.
And she wisely heads back to the ring.
And the chop. Natural selection.
Natalia's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder. Sharp clothesline hits its mark. Boom! And that's not how you're supposed to use a ladder.
And Lynch got caught that time by some hard-hitting offense.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down.
Kneecap goes right in the face to halt the attack.
History on the line. Guaranteed championship opportunity. Nothing but carnage happening in this one.
5 women fighting for their key to destiny. Willing to go through hell for it.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Time is your enemy here. I just don't know if there's enough of it to get it down.
Boom.
She's leaning the ladder in the corner. I've never seen anything good come out of this. Carried in a jeopardizing position here. Heading to the top rope here.
She's honing in, staring daggers at her target.
Up high.
She completely missed there.
Natalya doing what she does best.
Coming back to her torso.
Very unique escape to fight her way out of the sharpshooter. It's been a hardship for these superstars to get to this point. I think these fans are driving them to claw that extra inch.
You can sense the ride these fans have been on, and I'm right there with them. He's got their hands.
Can she hold it here?
Might be a little overzealous going for it here.
Too late to stop now, though.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach. She's got to get the prize now.
It's gonna take some time, but you got to just keep going.
Backpack stunner.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
And Natalya getting it taken to her in a major way.
Natalya has to be sensing things slipping away.
Headed back into the ring. Get the tables! She's setting it up! Kick to the gut. Creates separation.
Pow, what a shot.
Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch. Man, this place is jumping.
I don't like the looks of this, guys. This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh.
Sharpshooter applied.
That ends the submission hold.
Table behind her now in the line of fire. Just a mess of wood and flesh after that. No, went right into the diamond-plated steel.
From way out her rear end. Oh, went for it all, but gets nothing.
Vicious boot by Charlotte.
From the heavens.
And now we see Tamina.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's champion. Nice reverse. What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder?
She's getting back into the ring, under the ropes.
I love it. Carmella just humiliating her opponent now.
She's setting the ladder up, dead set. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase to become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There's no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Such Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be at a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Tamina landing heavy offense on Charlotte.
Charlotte thought tonight would be an ascension to her throne. Tamina's here to ruin that dream. Oh, man.
A contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
No. Powerbomb on the apron. I think she just really felt that one.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hart family wisdom.
Uh-oh. Samoa drop. What a drop kick. Tamina heading up.
Stirring up, but she has no...
Sky high. Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next Women's Champion.
Good night. Nasty by nature. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Back into the ring now.
With the lariat. And Charlotte being met with defiance there.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down.
Natalya knows exactly what she's doing, and it is not...
This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch looking to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank. And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be at a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. Kick to the gut.
That's right, Carmella. Let them all know you are the most beautiful woman in all of WWE.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the...
Dragon Sleeper applied. This could be it.
Interesting place to lock in the submission.
Showing the world just how much fight she's got left.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Quick thinking from Tamina.
Ooh, clothesline delivered. Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb. Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't throw.
Tamina not caring that Becky Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
Ooh. 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalia, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
She's stretching. Oh, can she get a break? Boom, what impact. She's looking a little drained now.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression. Boom! Down they go. What a move.
Discus clothesline. And able to beat Natalia to the punch.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There's no room for friends when history's being made. Not sure what's next, but I'm certain it will not end well.
And that was an expertly executed DDT.
The boat, Natalia, doing what she does best. Sharpshooter applied.
She's trapped in the submission. This won't cost her the match directly. And she's tapping, but it doesn't even matter. It can't save her here. The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in advance. You are almost certain to become the next SmackDown Women's Champion if you grab the contract tonight.
Big boots! Oh my God! Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? Victory is within reach now.
Heart has to be pumping right now.
Needs the focus and pull together. Charlotte's at the top with the briefcase.
Will she rise back to her throne? Taking this fight back into the ring. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Not a good spot to be in. Powerbomb!
Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Sharpshooter.
She breaks the hold.
Going up high with the punch.
She's being derailed here.
Yeah, but when ladders are part of the mat, what you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Caught with that sharp elbow. Boom! Nice.
And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shot by Natalia, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb the ladder at all.
Club with the right forearm.
Forcing her right out of the ring.
Into the ankle breaker.
Byron, we got the ladder. Center of the ring.
This is where you need to be.
Natalia sent flying to the outside.
Double axe handle connects.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is ripe for the picking.
Victory is literally within her reach here.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
Tamina might have it here.
Are we about to see the first Miss Money in the Bank? She might win it right here, guys.
I think she might.
Let's take it some.
Face buster.
effort will make it.
Here we go.
Veteran confidence and mind games on display from Natalia. Back suplex.
Taking on even more brutal damage there.
Yeah, she has seen better days. Today is not one of them.
Picked up and being carried around now. Taken on by Carmella. I'm not sure how this will pan out.
And in these situations, it's hard to not get desperate, to start going for Hail Mary plays.
And outside she goes. What's her plan here? She's rummaging around under the ring here.
Oh, man. Now she's scheming to introduce her opponent to a table.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring. Trying to grab her.
But it looks like that hook is causing a lot of problems up there.
Carmella with a super kick. Natalia's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb the ladder.
And Carmella still pressing on as this match takes its toll.
Carmella flying.
Hammer strike.
Watch out.
Attempting high-risk move after.
He's not going to settle for this. She's doing whatever she can to escape, and she does.
And the core taking on some damage.
Ascending the ropes.
Taking flight.
Smash clean through the table. That's going to stop you for a long time.
Oh, man, that hurts even worse than it looks. Splinters everywhere.
And she's positioned her.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection.
The Queen has put an opponent in the dirt, and now the ladder to her throne awaits.
Sliding back into the ring. She's reaching for it.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. Here we go. This is hers for the taking.
About to finish the job.
Oh, man.
Hands on, but can't quite grab it.
All eyes are glued high above the ring.
And now Becky on the receiving end again.
Yeah, Becky is getting dragged into some deep waters.
Kick to the gut. Ooh, brutal forearm.
And once again, it's her torso area taking the punishment.
Heading to ringside now. Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? She's stretching, but can she get it away?
And the opening could be the opening. You just have to go for it.
Sent flying out of the ring here. She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. Got them off their feet here.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
And she's coming back to the ring now. Got the underhook.
Ladders in position. Gonna make the climb.
Reaching for the prize.
Hands must be shaking up there, making it difficult to capture glory.
Man to the top. Now it's about snatching down the prize. She's launched out of the ring. Exiting the ring. Taking the action outside.
A table.
The submission specialist, Natalia.
Oh, yeah, Natalia. This is a Hart family tradition. The sharps. Oh, reversal. Oh, got herself out of it.
I am feeling a titanic shift rolling through this crowd right now.
Well, you're not the only one, Saxton. It's all coming to a head now.
Lynch looking to
Gets there. It breaks the submission.
power slam.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
Tamina gets out of harm's way. Dazzling move right there.
That can make an opening for her. Jumping suplex.
From behind. Back suplex.
Powerful contact by Tamina. There it is. Reversal. Oh, my God. Clothesline.
This could be the beginning of the end.
Oh,
and the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
She's taking things to the floor here.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up.
Flapjack.
Gosh, landing face first.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Bye-bye, Carmella. I don't think she'll be climbing a ladder after that.
Back into the ring now.
Oof, a shot like that would counter any attack. Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping, followed by natural selection. Doing what you gotta do to eliminate the competition.
But can they follow up on this momentum? Can they make the climb? Full speed with the ladder.
Using the ladder as a weapon. Ouch. Center of the ring.
Perfect ladder positioning and placement here.
Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly. Victory is literally within her reach here.
The crowd is going absolutely crazy right now.
They know this could be it.
What'll be tough to stop this victory from happening now?
Impossible.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied. She can tap out all she wants. It's not going to put an end to the suffering.
She managed to avoid that offense.
And now Tamina set ringside. And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Steel chair to the temple.
Looking a little dazed here. Placing her against the turnbuckle.
Holy, that was an awful landing. That's using your head.
Then meanwhile, Charlotte.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Up the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
Knife edge chop way up in the sky. Ooh. Throwing hands on the ladder.
This is really dangerous, guys.
Gonna try and unhook it now.
Victory is literally within reach. And her head continues to be the focus. This new generation of female superstars are providing yet another milestone moment here. Tamina, Charlotte, Carmella, Natalya, and Becky Lynch are going to climb the ladder and retrieve the briefcase. Become the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down to the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. What a slam! Michinoku driver. Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. Big time clothesline.
Good grief.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest from the top.
Oh, that's just insulting.
A shot like that to the ego can really shake you up mentally.
Huge boot.
Bloody bulldog!
Flair moved at the right time.
share of blows at this point.
Yeah, Natalya showed that Hart family wisdom. Big boot.
Is there anyone more intimidating in this group than Tamina?
I've said it before. It could be a coming out party for Tamina. This is her time to live up to her family's legacy.
If Tamina wins the contract, it guarantees her first title opportunity in over 2 years.
More than an opportunity, it pretty much guarantees Tamina will become the next women's champion.
That offense might have rocked the confidence of Natalya.
Yeah, Becky delivering the pain.
Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
What a chop.
That'll light you up.
Back into the ring she goes.
Gets driven into the corner. Flair with a chop block.
Targeted the lower body there, and it was highly effective.
A contract that can change lives.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can't pave her way to the top of the ladder.
Big boot.
No idea where this one's heading.
Incoming.
Action now right here in front of us.
Guys, we may need to move soon. Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb the ladder at all.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here.
Big boot. Jeez.
My goodness, did you hear that, Joe? Her endurance is really being tested now.
This deep into a ladder match, the last thing you want is to start breaking down. Able to save herself there.
What a boot.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop. Got out of there at the perfect time.
No, kendo stick wrapped around the head.
Countering the Queen.
Up and down. What a slam. Oh, man.
And now Tamina sent ringside. She wants to take this thing to the outside.
I love it. Carmella just humiliating her opponent now.
Oh, manhandle slam.
And slides back into the ring.
Oh, man, what a boot. Oh, my.
She's going up now. Going up high.
From the heavens. Splash from the top. Natalya's night could have just ended right there. She might not be in any condition to climb a ladder. Money in the Bank briefcase still hanging high. This is what it's all about. The opportunity of a lifetime.
What are you willing to do? How much can you sacrifice to be the first Miss Money in the Bank? Here's the pump handle. Suplex.
Launched.
Becky Lynch has a hold of the arm, and the disarm her is locked in.
She's broken up the hold.
History.
Becky Lynch suplex rolls through into disarmer. This could be over. Disarmer. Disarmer.
And you still need to...
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Climbing up. But is there enough time to go for the win? Adrenaline pumping at the top of the ladder.
What a shot.
By the hair, whipped across the leg.
That ain't right.
Catches the leg. Solid connection.
She's getting fired up, ready to show her opponent what she's got.
She's looking to apply the pressure with this.
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to. Using this submission to weaken the...
She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation. This could be the beginning of the end.
Uh-oh. Sharpshooter applied.
She's trapped in the submission. And look at her giving up. She's quitting, but it doesn't save her from the hold here.
Getting her set up for something in the corner.
Running hip attack. Powerful contact by Tamina. Head up that ladder. Saddle. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Heading back to the ring.
Oh, what a shot. Battling up on the ladder.
This is crazy. He's bringing the fight up high.
This can end badly, quickly. She's tossed right out of the ring.
He's got it in her hands.
Can she end it here?
It has to be pumping right now.
Needs to focus and pull it together.
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection.
Becky's hope to reclaim her women's championship is looking a whole lot bleaker now.
That's just hard to watch.
And brings the ladder to the middle of the ring.
Perfect setup, Cole, but the job's only half done.
Jumping headbutt.
Off the ladder now. Let's see if this is right for the picking.
Trying to reach it. Trying to win.
Is this the right time? Is this the career-making moment?
Counter from Tamina.
Oh, what a boot. Flag drop.
Consecutive attacks, keeping Lynch off her game.
The man's got to figure something out. Ouch.
Wow, look at the knees. Endless knee strikes. She's got the ladder positioned how she wants it.
Creating a deadly situation in the corner.
She's heading outside the ring now.
She goes under the ropes back inside. And a stiff shot to her core there.
Lands the elbow. And that's showing there's still quite a bit of fight left in her.
It is scratching and clawing time if Tamina wants to stay in this.
Power slam. The WWE Universe standing at attention, completely entranced by this matchup now.
Can't miss action taking place in front of them. Nobody wants to blink. They do not want to miss a second of the action at this point.
Ouch! Oh, went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
Oh, man. Becky connects. Oh, strong impact. Oh, big boot. Setting them up, gonna hoist them up high.
Delivers a follow-away slam. Hey, nice athleticism.
Hold up.
Inverted DDT.
Boom!
Natalia.
Yeah, that'll bust her open. Up and over, all the way to the floor. From the heavens.
Crash landing. Oh, look at Becky. Down she goes.
Disarmer locked in.
And you still need to... She's tapping, but it doesn't matter at all in this situation.
Climbing up, but is there enough time to go for the win? She's reaching up and trying to unhook it. as she can.
Looks like scaling the ladder was the easy part of the job. Unhooking the prize is the big challenge.
You're so close! Doesn't I tell you, this one is over nothing.
Teetering after every shot.
Standing at the...
Caution to the wind.
Leaps from ladders are not advised, and we just saw exactly why.
What a shot. Straight brutality coming right at you.
Oh, man! And Natalya dodges there.
I can see up to the rafters, and there's not a single person sitting down.
What an environment this is. All eyes are glued on this battle.
But right hands create separation and an escape.
Just ejected from the ring. Taking this match to the outside. Looks like she's heading back into the ring. Headed up that ladder. Center of the ring.
Big shot taken. That one's going to leave a welt.
He's able to evade.
Lock it in. The dragon slip. Puts an end to the submission right then and there. Ankle pick.
Beautiful takedown.
A jumping headbutt. Big boot.
Becky is setting up for her. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There it is.
Disarmer. Disarmer. Disarmer.
And the agony has no reason to end as we see her tapping out in pain.
And now positioning the ring on the turnbuckles.
Oh, this is Natalya's wheelhouse.
The Hart family legacy lives on. Sharpshooter applied.
Submission maneuver is locked in. Just letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
And she's fine taking this to the outside.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
There goes all our notes and monitors.
This table's about to serve a very different purpose.
Looking to get airborne here.
From the heavens, big time splash.
Tamina wipes out an opponent, but can she seize the opportunity and grab the briefcase?
Momentum is completely shifted to Tamina.
Just look at Tamina go.
We might need to consider relocating soon.
From the heavens.
And meanwhile, Tamina.
Charlotte doesn't have a chance of coming back from that maneuver.
Boom. Oh, my God, a clothesline. Setting the ladder up in the center of the ring.
Almost touching the prize at this point.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Oh, nothing fancy with that boot.
An overbearing assault on Charlotte now.
Charlotte's got to find a way to put her best foot forward here. Guess that's one way to incite your opponent.
Got a hold of her.
Someone call a dentist.
Oh, my God.
There goes Carmella into a rough landing.
Big form.
Oh, man, taking it to the trachea. Super kick. Ouch.
Leg drop. Bang.
Talk about force. That'll give you whiplash.
She's taking some time now to set that ladder up.
Yikes. That ladder really rung their bell.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
Working on the hook here.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands. She's going for it.
She certainly is. She can do it.
The longer this goes, the more likely we can see a hard crash back to the canvas.
Here she goes. That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina.
This has to feel so validating for Tamina. She came in tonight with her family in mind, and they must be proud of her now.
Tamina has a legacy to live up to, and becoming the first ever Ms. Money in the Bank only honors the rich family name.
Any member of this family that enters the professional wrestling business knows about the expectations that are going to be on their back. They know about the prestige that their very name carries. They know that those who came before them have accomplished so much. Bearing the weight of those legacies can prove to be way too much for almost anyone. But that was never the case for Jimmy and Jey Uso. Jimmy and Jey Uso looked to be stars from the very start, constantly evolving their look, style, and offense as they progressed in their careers. Face paint and war dances would fade away, and the two would embrace the day one-ish mentality, looking to punish opponents and send them to the Uso penitentiary. The Usos are 8-time WWE Tag Team Champions. The Usos have main evented WrestleMania after initially fighting for a mere spot on the card. The Usos were the premier team of the 2010s. The Usos are the greatest team of all time. Jimmy and Jey are poetry in motion, each knowing what the other is looking to do next, each using every bit of savvy they gained growing up in professional wrestling to keep their edge. And sure, in recent years, it's been difficult between the two. Jimmy did cost Jey his match at SummerSlam against your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. After months of the anger building between the two, Jimmy and Jey ended up as the first two entrants in the 2024 Royal Rumble match, bringing things to a head. But even that moment wasn't enough to settle the issue, and so they would fight again at WrestleMania 40. Jey Uso truly became main event and found his inner yeet, even adding another tag team championship with Cody Rhodes as his partner. As your wise man eventually would suffer as well, Jimmy found himself betrayed by Solo Sikoa and unceremoniously dumped out of Solo's version of the Bloodline. When Jimmy and Jey are a tag team, they are pure art. They are the reason for the resurgence of tag team wrestling's popularity over the last 15 years. And perhaps, oh, perhaps, their grandest moment came during the 2017 Hell in a Cell, when they would lock horns with perhaps their greatest opposition ever, The New Day. From July to October of that year, the SmackDown Tag Team titles would change hands 4 times between the two teams, both looking for ultimate bragging rights. The Usos' connection as twins always gave them an upper hand with most teams. But the New Day had their own trick, utilizing the Freebird rule to allow any 2 of the 3 members to compete in any match. Jimmy and Jey could never know for sure who the opponents would be, with a different game plan needed for each iteration. With nothing clearly settled after 4 months, the New Day would offer to defend inside Hell in a Cell, and the Usos gladly accepted. We've seen the Usos showcase tag team wrestling at its most beautiful. Now we want you to showcase the brutality that exists within Hell in a Cell. Big E and Xavier Woods are going to use everything at their disposal to take you down. But you've been down since day one. Now it's time to force the New Day to realize there's nothing wrong with them being in second place. And there's nothing that's stopping you inside Hell in a Cell.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power!
Are you prepared to kick off Hell in a Cell with the four-time tag team champions?
The following contest is a tag team Hell in a Cell match and is for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship and accompanied by Kofi Kingston at a combined weight of 490 pounds. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions Xavier Woods and Big E, the New Day.
Well, I can't say that I'm ever prepared for a man swiveling his hips and playing the trombone on the way to the biggest fight of his life.
This is our first Hell in a Cell match of the night. The New Day actually requested this match to defend their tag titles.
Who would have thought 4 months ago when this rivalry began that it would end once and for all inside Hell in a Cell?
New Day about to make it evident that the time for fun and games is over.
This is the first time that tag titles will ever be defended inside Hell in a Cell.
And at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
Tonight in Detroit, the Usos welcoming New Day into the penitentiary. This is going to be like a Chow Hall beatdown.
In every sport, you hear about super teams. Well, tonight, we're seeing two super teams of the modern era. This is going to be special.
Tornado tag rules here, gentlemen. 2-on-2 as Kofi is going to be locked outside the structure.
Pinfall or submission needs to happen in the ring, but we all know this fight's going to go everywhere before that happens. One of these teams is going to have to work in unison from bell to bell if they want those tag team titles.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment. Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared.
We got to cover, guys, for the championship.
And pops the shoulder up.
Not even a 2 count for him.
Ooh. All the talking we've heard leading into this match, we've heard the Usos call the New Day, quote, 3 clowns on a tricycle.
Look, the Usos love the trash talk, but they deliver. And don't act like the New Day don't throw verbal jabs either. We had Big E earlier saying how he's going to drop some gloom and doom of biblical proportions. A prophecy Big E is fully capable of backing, too.
Usos challenging the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. New Day chose this Hell in a Cell match. Very heated rivalry at the top of the tag team.
Limped off. Diving shoulder tackle. Someone get the spatula. We have a human being to scream up.
Running leg drop. Just pounding away. Enough already. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams. The Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who of course Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anwani family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship.
The challenger is going for it. From the save.
That might have been it.
Oh, that got turned around once.
Systematic attack comes that arm.
Delivers the knee.
Oh, man.
The champ has absorbed some damage. Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
He's heading back to the ring.
Boom! So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
I think Woods may have cracked a smile when he connected with that attack.
I have a feeling
The pin for the championship.
He's able to cut off the pin count here.
And he retaliates. Did you hear that impact?
sits straight into the corner.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams the WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we won't be seeing it tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist. Top rope, Usos splash! Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
Ah, jeez. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best. In one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Piercing the throat.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. The champion, into the pin. He made the save just in time. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. And come on now, distasteful offense we've just witnessed. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Clearly thinking a steel chair is what's needed right about now.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. Inside cradle. Going in this small package. And a quick kick out.
I was not expecting that from him at this point.
There's the pin for the championship. The challenger really struggling to avoid major damage.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now?
Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good. Oh, clothesline. Looking to explore every inch of hell here now. Coming back from the outside now. Lots of damage under the challenger now.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Set up mat slam. Transitions into the pin. Is this it?
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down.
Making the save. Still alive here. Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Front face lock applied, has the leg.
Swinging fisherman net. Taking flight.
Oh, man, he landed low there.
Ooh, what a jumping headbutt. Some good contact by Jey Uso. On point. The champ is starting to suffer.
The way the cell tests your endurance, your resiliency is no joke.
Returning back to the ring. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
He's got one thing on his mind with that chair, and it has nothing to do with lounging.
Manages to fight out with a series of punches.
The challenger's looking down and out there.
Yeah, he's absolutely in danger of losing it all here.
Making his way to the top here.
Oh, watch this display of power. Eats a punch to the face. Kick to the body.
And what a reversal from Jey Uso.
Right to the gut.
Oh, man.
Strong impact.
Oh, this is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
And Jey is fighting through the fatigue.
Xavier is being taken into the deep waters here.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment. No,
That was brutal. And Jimmy is opened up.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again.
it's been getting nasty between the New Day and the Usos for months. The Hell in a Cell is just amplifying the fact.
We've said it time and time again. These two teams bring the best out of each other.
Nice sliding clothesline finds its mark.
What we have here, he has no idea what's coming his way.
Oh, wicked. Shoulders down to retain. The challenger stays alive.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell.
He averts the offense.
What impact! Right in the kisser.
Oh, that'll rally him. Boom! What an uppercut.
Boom, right in the button. He's headed out to the ringside area.
Ooh!
And he re-enters into the ring. And this one's taken to the outside. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
I guarantee that chair is not going to be used as it was designed for.
Landing the uppercut.
Whoa! Stiff chair shot to the dome.
Waiting for him to get back on his feet so he can strike. Oh, Big E.
Big E with the big ending. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
Oh, kick. What grace. Float over to the...
Nice DDT. Jimmy taking a moment to see if the fans will show some love. Back into the ring now.
Ooh, chucked that chair right at him.
Rocket kick. Could be thinking of high-risk offense here. Boom!
Uso
Makes the save, and they continue this match. Jay taking his offense to the top rope.
And you can see that. As it hooked in and
Package driver.
could be game over for the Usos.
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
Two of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking.
Oh boy, come on, not the chair. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is unexpected, Byron.
Yeah, I'm guessing he wasn't fully in position. Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens.
Shoulders are down.
Is this enough to retain?
Wasting no time getting his shoulder up.
This isn't even close to over.
Uppercut. Jarring. Oh, he flips that around. Rocket kick. Elbow will break that up. So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole other level.
You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these two teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Top rope.
Uso splash!
Will that be enough to win the titles?
Under the ropes and back into the ring.
Oh, man. Put in the corner now.
Shocking inside cradle. Small packages could be it.
Drop kick. Beautiful. Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos hand-pinned to decide the championship. Gets there. Teammate makes the save. Boom. Bam. Elbow drop. Climbing up the turnbuckle here. Basement drop kick.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
There was some power behind that punch. Look at this beautiful Northern Lights suplex. The beginning of the end. Man, what an uppercut.
New Day referred to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
And the champ's in really rough shape now.
He'll be getting into a dire situation soon.
Oh, what an uppercut.
Oh, that's a vile shot block.
And the action has shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Get this back into the ring now.
Ooh, elbow strike.
The Usos and the New Day have had such a back-and-forth competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you these are the two best teams that WWE has had in a long time. And while I do believe there's an underlying mutual respect, we really see that tonight because these are two very proud teams who feel incomplete without the championships around their waist.
And he's leaving the ring.
Uso, Jimmy Uso splash. Innovative offense from the Usos could end it all right here.
Could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more...
Got the cover, looking to hang on to the title.
And a shoulder is lifted before one.
Better hold off on the victory parade.
Jay with an opening to go high.
Into the kidneys.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
Stomping away.
Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count. Uppercut.
Might have lost the tooth.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This one's top rope with the...
Here's limit break. The New Day might be on the verge of retaining.
And going for the pin. The New Day retain the title.
Here are your winners, and still...
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match with a pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
New Day referred to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Woods has that blend of speed and power, making him the most well-rounded superstar for New Day.
What's interesting, though, is this is the lineup that lost to the Usos at SummerSlam. The New Day not choosing Big E and Kofi to beat the Usos a few weeks ago could prove to be costly.
That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Talk about making a statement.
And now he's back into the ring.
Oh, man.
And the fight is being brought to the Usos there.
Yeah, Big E brought the fight in a major way on that exchange. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
The two teams so familiar with each other. Some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty out.
Oh, for the title.
Saving his team from defeat.
Drop kick.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the Head Shrinkers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
Would be a very proud moment for the Anwani family if the Usos can capture their fifth. Nice takedown, stacked
the pin attempt.
Hopefully he has a strategy.
Boom.
Sliding back into the ring.
Oh, didn't see that one coming.
Big E perhaps realizing he's not the only dangerous competitor in this one.
Kick finds the spot.
Slides down the backside. Boom! Attacking the knee.
What now? Oh, stop to the belly welly.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally into the pin, title on the line. And what's this?
Why did you do that? What's going on? Up high.
Body from the top.
Shows you how committed this competitor is to winning the title.
A drop kick from the middle rope.
Right. Uso misses big time. Ooh, stop to the tummy.
Tummy?
The champ slowing down some now.
And seeing that you're surrounded by the steel cell can't be adding any comfort.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Ooh! Talking to Xavier, he told me that one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of lawless match could finally put an end to it for good.
Super kick.
Down to the ring to the confines of the chain link enclosure. These attacks are clearly adding up on the champion.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
Clothesline. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose...
Not done yet. Gonna take a trip. That's an unusual decision.
Maybe looking to deal some more damage first. And here we go, returning to the ring. Oh my God! The champion taking even more of a beating here.
Yeah, he's just running on fumes now.
He catches Woods with a counter. And a clothesline. Ooh, that hurt right in the kidney. Golly. Jimmy Uso with a well-timed shot. The champ is looking hopeless here.
Yeah, this is troubling. Can only hold on for so long now.
Getting carried to a vulnerable position here. Crashing down. Samoan drop. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
And he comes in under the ropes down.
Up to the electric chair, down for the drop. Hey, you can't do that.
Ooh, direct headshot. Just sickening.
What a suplex.
Counter. Saw it coming. Now we see Jey Uso. Hard ride to the outside.
In the hard way.
Oh my gosh. I can already feel the sting with the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
Russian leg sweep. The challenger looking fairly run down at this stage.
This is how it goes in Hell in a Cell. The match keeps going whether you can handle it or not.
He's able to counter that. Drop kick.
Picture perfect drop kick.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
Caught with a clothesline.
Rocket kick.
Big forearm.
We'll take things into the ring.
Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Into a powerbomb. Wow.
That'll turn your life. It's out. Snapmare.
Now a series of vicious
Stunts. Cover. We got a new champ here.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
Here we go. Jimmy going up high. And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Yeah, credit to Woods for his never say die attitude. But Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners and the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Usos!
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman, and this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever see, unless you're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey.
When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for 1 fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley!
For the first time ever, we have a Women's Championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight? Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
What a flying forearm smash! And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that... Nice takedown.
Oh, look at it, gain control here.
Finishes with a bridge. Cover.
This one's far from over.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
Bullseye with the drop kick.
Heading to the top now.
Perched up top.
Brace for this impact.
Like a guillotine.
Naomi's heading up top.
Up high.
Diving leg drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
A factor to consider in this match is that Naomi took some time off to rejuvenate herself, to get her mind right, to refocus on her desire to once again be champion here in WWE. So this isn't necessarily the same Naomi the WWE Universe or Bayley is used to.
Perched up top. Whoa, look out. From ring post to ringside, risking it all. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
And back into the ring she goes. Drop kick! Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. but 279 days as champion, Corey, can take a toll on you. Bayley has been carrying an exhausting weight on her shoulder. Lights out here.
Oh, no, maybe not.
And the champ can't keep the challenger down long.
Looks like there's some more fight left in her.
Ooh, she counters right back on Bayley. Power drop kick. Momentum is really on Naomi's side.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
Gosh. Reaching the ropes will have to be let out of the hold now.
She sees her rising to her feet.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
What a reversal by Bayley. And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Nobody home. What an impact. Bayley sent flying. Here we go.
Through the air, and connects. Putting it all on the line and coming up big with a breathtaking move. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pinfall or submission inside the ring.
We know that Naomi's going to want to pick up the pace in this match, but Bayley's going to look to wear Naomi down.
Yeah, Bayley's going to want to slow down the pace and let the adrenaline wear off for Naomi. Bayley can also turn up the aggression here in a way I'm not quite sure Naomi can match.
And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she said, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do, and look what I've done.
Well, you're right. Love it or hate it, Bayley's doing what she's had to do by hook or by crook to maintain a stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship.
She counters it.
Finally, Naomi's able to interrupt these attacks for a moment.
Yeah, Naomi's survival instincts are taking over.
Oh, the stunner. That was the best one I've ever seen.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's number here.
Beautiful senton. Naomi isn't feeling intimidated by the moment.
Hard into the corner.
Man, did you see the whiplash off the turnbuckles? Big offense could be coming here.
And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the?
I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought she had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Uh-oh, feel the glow! There it is. Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. What a double axe handle.
Bayley showing no answer for the attack.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts.
What a forearm. Legs caught. Caught. Uh-oh. Dragon screw.
Naomi feeding off the WWE Universe, inching closer to recapturing the championship. Rear view by Naomi. We might be moments away from crowning a new champ.
She's fighting to get back up, but I don't think that fight's about to matter.
Calls out the rear view.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Shoulders are down.
your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi!
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Alpha, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys? And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Oh, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. And Bubba is countered. And we can hope on how this match was something almost totally built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T. TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much. Flash, they're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt.
Maneuvers out of the way.
Gets lifted into position. Power bomb.
Now that's what you call impact.
Forearm shiver.
Oh, ouch.
Alpha climbs without his mind.
He's got his sights locked in now.
Look out!
Whoa, what a landing.
Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that. Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise. Incoming.
Stomping away. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
I'll just leave it at this. Nobody comes into a match hoping to get chucked around like that.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudley's wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity,
The top, he got nailed by that last attack.
yeah, Cole, but he's just focused on avoiding going through the table. That's all that matters.
And Sika had no reflexes to answer for that.
Yeah, watching Devon aggressively work the opposition.
On the leg toss.
I've seen Saxton thrown out of a few local bars like that before.
Oh, please don't remind me, Corey. Oof.
Just disrespecting their fallen opponent. And an elbow drop to follow.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Vicious right forearm. Off a move at the right time.
Devon's toughness being called into question by that offense.
Yeah, Alpha put a little extra oomph into that one.
A jumping headbutt.
Elbow on the spot.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason? What a headbutt.
Vicious. And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With the famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T.
Up top, into the Samoan drop.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Ooh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick. And avoids taking any damage.
Down to opponent, and a double axe handle smash. Boom. Oh, God.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with his hold. Looking for a counter. And just like that, he manages to break the hold.
I still can't.
So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
Here it is, Accolade. The Accolade.
Bad spot for Alpha. Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Alpha or Sika headbutt. Boom! Able to slip out of that one.
Shoulder tackle.
Looks like he's coming back in. Oh, stop right to the hand.
You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it. A steel chair, something we all know can be a devastating weapon.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready.
Oh, look out.
Good Lord, taking flight. Oh, no, look out. Here we go. That's called changing the decor of the broadcast area.
I have a feeling there's more to come, Corey. Guys, they're coming dangerously close here.
Nasty kick to the face. Alpha knows exactly what he wants to do next.
Popped up.
Slam. Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Bang. Bubba Ray was ready for that.
He is looking at sleeper hold cinched in deep.
Fading, fading.
to the back. Boom, running STO plants him. Nicely done.
Power from the suplex.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now. Oh, sent crashing right into the ring post. Disking punch.
No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Oh, caught by the back elbow. Oh, no, he can be caught here. Bad spot for him. Back into the ring here. He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they remain. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Finds the mark.
Oh, right to the throat.
Popped up. The barricade. That's it. Alpha just ended things.
Oh, God. Right to the cranium. Ooh.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to...
Popped up. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
And Alpha Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element